What's up, everybody? This is Andre from Market Scripters. Today we're looking at the Automatic Fibonacci tool indicator that we've created for you guys. This is a cool one, all right? I'm not gonna lie. I really like the way this one turned out, and I'm excited to share it with you. I can't wait for some other traders to get their hands on this. So TradingView released their own, I shouldn't say this in the video, their own Fibonacci indicator, but it's really not that good. Maybe I'll do a comparison video. I'm assuming you know the power of Fibonacci retracements in this video. If you don't, reach out and happy to talk you through it. By default, we plot the 0.5, very popular, very common Fibonacci ratio that's hit, 0.618, beautiful golden ratio, and the 0.382 as well. And you can see the S&P bounced off of that yesterday. And today, I believe we're actually, let me add these in here, we're at the 236. Yeah, there we go. So how does this tool work? Basically, it just automatically picks up these Fibonacci retracements and plots them for you. As you just saw in the settings, you can select which levels you want. If you want to go past the 1.0, you can, and add the 414, the 168, and if you'd like, you can add on the prices as well. It doesn't always format great. In crypto, there can be lots of zeros after the decimal point, so formatting this one, it's not as pretty as I wish it could be, but you can always hover your cursor over this level to see what the price is. As you can see, this is printing in real time, right? The indicators I write, I like them to be leading. I like them to be showing you what's happening right now. So let's step through this one, okay? I'm gonna start this replay. I'm gonna replay it on, somewhere back here. So what you're going to see happen is it's going to print this on every candle, on every bar. And as we start to go down, that new high is formed, then that vertical line is going to stay where it is, and the levels are going to start getting printed out as price increases, as price moves forward. And if price breaches that high, we're going to keep climbing, and that line is going to move, and you'll see that. So I'm just going to hit play, and here we go. I'm going to speed this up a little bit, but you can see, okay, there we go. We're already increasing the position of the fib because we're just making new highs. And anytime we come down a little bit, then we start to plot those levels for you so that you can see where price might bounce. Where's the 0.5? Where's the 618? Are we going to hit the 236? I'm going to speed this up a little bit. Twice as fast as we were before, and you can see this line is obviously staying here to show you this diagonal line to show you where we are, where we're drawing from. And here's our big Corona crash. All right, I'm going to pause this for a second. I'm actually going to go back just so we can see what's going on here. Let's put it here. Let's slow it down. Let's go one by one. Just because this is such an interesting collapse. It was Corona, not a good global situation, of course, but when it comes to technical analysis, this one was really interesting. So if you had this indicator running, all right, our third bearish, our third red, well, they're white on mine, candle is coming close to the 236, and then you can see we hit that, kind of hovered around it for one other candle, immediately came down a little bit more, and then look at that, we immediately bounced off that 0.5. So only just a few candles into this retracement, we saw the point where the 0.5 was, and we could have made a good trade. Everyone knows the 0.5 is such a common level. So having that right away without having to draw anything, without wondering if you drew your fib right or whatever, it's so convenient to have this. let's keep going. Let's step through a couple more. You can see we came back. We're starting to retrace. We're starting to bounce off that 0.5, and look where it bounced off of. It bounced right off the 236 and started coming back down. We retest the 236. we bounced off the 232. Man, Fibonacci, you guys, these are like, it's like graph paper for traders. It really is just mind-blowing sometimes how these play out. And this was such an interesting one. I love this. Now look at this. This day ended right on the 618. And we came up, bounced almost exactly off that 0.5. And then we hovered again on that 618 for another day, well, at the close. And then we crashed through the 786, hitting the 1. Bouncing around that for a while. We dipped down just below the 1. And now we're coming on our way back up. And you can see we hit the 786 again. Kind of dance around that a little bit. Again, kind of hold at the 618 for 2 days. From resistance, it turns to support. Up we go between the 0.5, the 618. This is why this Corona crash, guys, was crazy in terms of technical analysis and Fibonacci specifically, as you can see. And the great thing about this indicator is you can see it's all done for you. The lines extend out, always on the current candle. So it's really easy to see where we're at and where we might be going next. We retest the 618 again. There goes my keyboard. Retest the 382. And that's where we are today. Right. So having this indicator would be fantastic in one of these retracements, in one of these pullbacks. Not that the pullback itself is great, obviously, but I mean, hey, if you're shorting, then more power to you. But that's basically it for this guy. In the settings, you can change the size. So let me step through that for you. Just like the other indicators I make, the size, it's very simple. You just essentially saying what size retracement you want to catch. So if I bring this down, I think if I bring it down to 8, it's going to grab that other low. Yeah, so it grabbed this low here for that this high. And as far as back testing, if you guys want to scroll back, you'll notice that at some point the lines disappear and all we get left are the labels, and eventually the labels disappear too. And that's a restriction on TradingView. So you can only have, in an indicator, you can only draw 50 lines, arbitrary lines between 2 points, which is what these are. You can only draw 50 per indicator. So, I mean, we can count them. Each Fibonacci retracement is using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lines. So there's only going to be 5 on screen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Right, so unfortunately that is a limitation. If you want to go back and see more, use the replay, right? I can put the replay here, then I can see the Fibonacci levels that were being shown at that point in time. And again, these are all kind of small. Again, I'm going to work on this to not show these that are very thin. So that's about it, guys. Very simple, very, very simple, useful indicator. The settings are simple. Just choose the ones you want, the levels you want. By default, we show the 0.5, the 618, and the 382 is on there by default as well. And if you want to toggle prices, you can. Anyway, that's it, guys. Reach out with any questions, right? TradingView, Market Scripters. There's a link in the description. Hit me up on Discord, Facebook group as well. Whatever you're into, I'm into it. Reach out. Let me know of any issues you find with this indicator, any bugs. any requests, feature requests for the Fibonacci tool or for any other indicators you would like to see me build and get out there. So yeah, see you guys out there. Hit me up, and if you want access, just reach out. Take care.